Good morning to all. In the last class, we had a detailed discussion about the mesh analysis. We also solved one problem on mesh analysis. So even in this class also, we are going to solve a few different types of problems on mesh analysis before going to super mesh analysis. Okay, in that, write down, determine current flowing through 2 ohm resistor. Resistor. For that, draw the figure. Ohm, 2 ohm, this is 10 volts, and this is 1 ohm, this is 3 ohm, and it is 10. Okay, so here it is 20 volts. So this is the problem given. Okay, so in the mesh analysis, first you need to identify the loops. Okay, after that, for every loop you have to assign some current direction. Okay, so here there are 3 loops, 1 2 3. Okay, so you have to assume 3 loop currents. Okay, na? Therefore for loop 1, so you, for simplicity, take all loop currents are clockwise direction. So I1, okay, and I2 and I3. I1, I2 and I3. Okay, then you apply KVL for each loop. Okay, na? So applying KVL for loop 1. So what you will get? You apply KVL for loop 1. So here, according to KVL, the algebraic sum of the voltage drops must be equals to algebraic sum of voltages applied. In first loop, there are 2 passive element resistors as a passive element leads to voltage drop, that is 6 ohm and 1 ohm. Okay, and there is only one applied voltage which is equal to 10 volts. So therefore, if you apply KVL to loop 1, which gives some 6 into I1 plus 1 into I1 minus I2, which is equal to 10 volts. For V6, voltage drop across 6 ohm is equal to 6 into current flowing through 6. Current flowing through 6 is I1. So therefore 6 into I1 plus, to have voltage across 1 ohm resistor, here there are 2 currents flowing through 1 ohm. Okay, so I1 is flowing downwards and I2 is flowing upwards. So when we are writing loop equations for first loop, the I1 is greater than remaining loop currents. So therefore, to know the current flowing through 1 ohm, you have to take difference between these two, where I1 is greater than I2. So therefore, you have to take I1 minus I2. So if you expand this equation, this will give 6I1 plus I1 minus I2 is equal to 10. So from this 7 into I1 minus I2 which is equal to 10. So call it as equation 1. Call it as equation 1. Okay. So now you apply KVL for loop 2. KVL for loop 2. Okay. Now applying KVL for loop 2. Loop. In loop 2, all are resistors, all are passive elements. So there is no applied voltage at all. So therefore, the voltage drop across all these three resistors must be equal to 0. Must be equal to 0. So if you take alpha element 2 ohm, the current flowing through 2 ohm is I2 only. So that gives 2 into I1, 2 into I2, 2 into I2 plus 3 into, what is the current flowing through? 3 ohm. So I2 is flowing downwards, whereas I3 is flowing upwards. I3 is flowing upwards. So therefore, we are writing loop equations for second loop. The resultant current flowing through 3 ohm is equal to I2 minus I3. I2 minus I3. So 3 into I2 minus I3 plus 1 into what is current flowing through 1 ohm? I2 minus I1. I2 minus I1 which is equal to 0. So this gives 2I2 plus 3I2 minus 3I3 plus I2 minus I1 which is equal to 0. So from this you can get minus I1 plus I2, 2 plus 3, 5 plus 6. So 6I2 minus 3I3 which is equal to 0. You call it as equation 2. Okay. So now you come to apply KVL for equation 3. Apply KVL for loop 3. Okay. Then applying KVL for loop 3. Loop 3. So here there are two resistors, 3 ohm and 10 ohm, and one battery, 20 ohms. Therefore, you find voltage across 10 ohm first as a self element. What is current flowing through 10? I3. So 10 into I3. So here 10 into I3 plus 3 into I3 minus I2 is equal to 20. Okay, what is sign for 20? For 20, what is sign for 20? Okay, so here for 20, this battery, the current is entering with plus. But here for reference voltage 10 volts, the current is leaving with plus, leaving from plus, but here current is entering from plus. So therefore, which is opposite to the reference one, you will get here minus sign. So from this here, you expand this equation. This will give 10 into I3 plus 3I3 minus 3I2 is equal to minus 20. So from this, we can get minus 3I2 minus 3I2 plus 13I3 which is equal to minus 20. Okay. Now take your calculator and solve these three equations. By solving equation 1, 2 and 3, 1, 2, 3, we'll get I1, I2, I3. Okay. So I1, I2 and I3. So all of you take the calculator and solve equations 1 and 2, 3. You will get I1, I2, I3. Okay. Here, our task is to calculate current flowing through 2 ohm. he asked us to calculate current flowing through 2 ohm. So what is current flowing through 2 ohm? Okay, in this 2 ohm, I2 is flowing alone. I2 is flowing alone. So therefore here the current flowing through, okay na? Okay. Current flowing through 2 ohm is equal to I 2 ohm, which is equal to I2, which is equal to, what is I2? Minus 0.62. Minus 0.62 amps. Okay, na? What do you mean by minus 0.62? Suppose if you think it is A, it is B. Actually, I2 is flowing. Okay, the assumption direction is I2 is flowing from A to B. A to B. Here we have got minus sign that indicates, okay, in 2 ohm the current is flowing in this direction. The current 0.62 amps flowing from B to A instead of A to B. Instead of A to B, because of this 20 volts. This 20 volts. This 20 volts driving current in this direction, but we have taken clockwise direction. Because of that, we have got minus sign. Minus sign. Suppose if you want to calculate the current flowing through 1 ohm. Current flowing through 1 ohm. So what is 1 ohm? So I1 ohm is equal to take I1 minus I2. I1 minus I2. If you want to calculate I3 ohm, okay, I2 minus I2. I2 minus I3. You can get I1 and I3 also. So once you solve the mesh equations, you can find current flowing through any resistor present in the network. Okay, na? So if you have any questions, ask. Okay, so this is the problem given. Determine the mesh currents for the network shown below. So for this figure, you just identify the number of loops. So how many loops are there? There are 3 loops. So for 3 loops, assume 3 loop currents in clockwise direction. So this is loop 1. Okay. This is loop 1. You call it as some I1. Okay. And it is another loop. You call it as I2. And this is another loop. You call it as I2. Okay, na? So with this, you just apply KVL for each loop. Okay, na? So here, applying KVL for loop 1. Applying KVL for loop 1. So if you apply KVL for loop 1, the algebraic sum of the voltage drops must be equals to algebraic sum of voltages supplied. Okay, here there are 3, 1, 4 come in contact with first loop. So the first loop comprises of 4 to 3, 3 to 1, 1 to 4, 1 to 4. So therefore here the voltage drop across 3 ohm, 3 into I1 plus 1 into I1 minus I2, okay, plus 4 into I1 minus I3 is equal to 4. So this gives 3 I1 plus I1 minus I2 plus 4 I1 minus 4 I3, which is equal to 4. So this gives 3, 4, 8 I1 minus I2 minus 4 I3, which is equal to 4. This is equation. Okay. Now you apply KVL for equation 2. Apply KVL for equation 2. Apply KVL for loop. What are the elements present in loop 2? 1 ohm, 2 ohm and 5 ohm. 1 ohm, 2 ohm and 5 ohm. What is current flowing through 1 ohm? I2 minus I1. I2 minus I1. So therefore, here 1 into I2 minus I1 plus 2 into I2 plus 5 into I2 minus I3 is equal to 0. Is equal to 0. So from this we can write I2 minus I1 plus 2I2 plus 5I2 minus 5I3 is equal to 0. From this we can get minus I1 plus 8I2 minus 5I3 is equal to 0. We call it as equation. Equation
9I2, sir.
9I2 na? 5 plus
9I2, sir.
1 minute. 5 plus 2 plus 1. 5I2, 2I2 plus I2. 8 only. 8 only. 5 plus 2 plus 1. 8. 5, 2, 1. 8. Okay, na? So now you come to third loop. Apply. Okay. So apply KVL for loop 3. What are the elements present in loop 3? 6, 4, 5. 6, 4, 5. Okay, Shravanti. Okay, na? You apply. Then you will get 4 into, you come to 6 self element, 6 into I3 plus 4 into, in 4, I3 minus I1 plus 5 for 5, I3 minus I2. I3 minus I2 is equal to 0. From this we can get 6I3 plus 4 into I3 minus 4 into I1. You try to adjust I1, capital I1, small I1, both are same. Don't confuse one. Plus 5 into I3 minus 5 into I2 is equal to 0. From this we can get minus 4 into I1 minus 5 into I2 plus 15 I3 is equal to 0. Now you solve these 3 equations. Solve these 3 equations. Okay, na? So by solving equation 1 and 2 and 3, we'll get I1, I2, I3. I1, I2 and I1. So what is I1? I1 is equal to 0.66 amps and I2 0.24 amp and I3 0.26 amps. 0.26 amps. Okay. Suppose if you want to calculate the current supplied by the battery. Now you tell me what is the current supplied by the battery? The current supplied by the battery is equal to, what is current supplied by the battery? This one, which is equal to I1. Current supplied by the battery is equal to IT, which is equal to I1 which is equal to 0.66 amps. 0.66 amps. Okay, na? So this way you can apply mesh analysis to solve the network. Okay.